Hey, awesome, all the way in the back. Well, good morning, Log Nation. To kick off the symposium, can I get a round of applause for the Griffin Squadron for that excellent demonstration of logistic support? What a legacy we have to follow. So let me ask, will you be ready? Will you be ready? All right. So ask yourself that question as you go through the week. How will you allow each speaker, breakout session, technical presentation, or exhibit hall interaction prepare you for the future fight against our peer competitors, and what you can take back to your location to advance mission generation across the globe? Do not leave what you learned this week at Union Station. Spread the knowledge across the force to fellow airmen and, in some cases, your industry partners. So welcome to St. Louis and the 2023 Logistics Officer Association Symposium, your premier logistics development event. We are so excited to have each and every one of you here today. This is an amazing time for connecting with friends and coworkers, mentors, and coaches. And we saw a lot of that yesterday at LOA University and all the excitement at the exhibit hall last night. I'd like to extend a special welcome to all of our senior leaders in the room. You have provided all of us with unparalleled advice, mentorship, coaching, leadership throughout the years, and we cannot thank you enough for that. A special welcome to our allies and partners who are in attendance with us this week, members from the Royal Air Force, the Royal Canadian Air Force, the Royal Australian Air Force, and a warm welcome to Air Commodore Houghton. And the Republic of Singapore Air Force. Thank you for your attendance, partnerships, and connections. This will only enhance our collaboration with our allies and partners, and we look forward to the continued partnership and friendship. A warm welcome to our industry partners and corporate sponsors. You continue to support is unmatched. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to attend this year's event. We can't wait to showcase to our attendees what you do for Log Nation each and every day. As I look out to each of your faces, I recognize the weight of the impact you all have on this organization. With that in mind, allow me to just take a few moments to recognize and acknowledge the loss of one of our founding members this year. On February the 12th, we lost Colonel Bob DeWitt when he passed away at the tender age of 76 in Georgetown, Texas. Bob was a true champion of Log Nation, a former aircraft maintenance officer himself, and our sincere wishes and condolences go out to his family. LOA's strategic plan was just updated, and I'm happy to announce this new plan today. LOA's vision and mission will be interwoven throughout the week as we provide the arena to connect all of you to ideas and each other. Our objective is to cultivate professional development opportunities for all logistics professionals across DoD, industry, and academia. As in previous years, we have worked deliberately to provide learning opportunities for each of you that are closely aligned with the Secretary of the Air Force's operational imperatives, the A4 priorities, and the Basing and Logistics Enterprise Strategy. In addition to updating our strategic plan, we've made a major shift in how we present content to you here at LOA. Over the last several years, you've likely become very familiar with our live model that focused on leadership, innovation, velocity, and excellence, and we worked to ensure those tenets could be applied to everything we had to offer you at LOA. We felt called to adjust that model this year as we considered whether LOA was doing everything it could to prepare our logisticians to compete well in the future fight. And so this year, we have grouped our main stage and breakout sessions a little differently than we have in the past. Those tracks are the warfighter, the innovator, the sustainer, and the educator. If you wonder where I was going with this, the first letters spell out WISE. Who doesn't like a good acronym? We hope this new model will be even more effective than the last. Please feel free to stop any member of the executive board in the halls this week and share your feedback on the WISE model. We always welcome your perspective. You received plenty of educator track at LOA University yesterday. Now we are excited to bring the warfighter today, the sustainer tomorrow, and conclude with the innovator on Friday. As an organization, we execute our mission through 3 lines of efforts: engagement, professional development, and education. You'll see all of these LOEs in action throughout the week, along with our theme, Mission Generation Under Attack. Thank you to everyone who attended LOA University yesterday. We had a record attendance this year with over 700 participating in 5 unique courses, all focused on the challenges we face as logisticians each and every day. Allow me to offer a huge and big thanks to the Platinum sponsor Boeing for their facility tour yesterday. And of course, a heartfelt thank you and congratulations to our Chief Learning Officer, Jerry Ottinger, for setting the strategic vision for LOA University again this year. Another major change we're bringing to the symposium this year is the focus and support we offer to transitioning service members. We have to be realistic with our expectations as service members and volunteers for this great organization, and not acknowledge that active duty service will not last forever. So whether you've given 4 years of honorable service, 20 years, 27, 35, we thank you, and we hope the opportunities we're bringing you this year to explore and learn more about hiring our heroes and the DoD Skill Bridge program will be a welcomed addition. I was told if you have questions to find J.D. Duvall right there at platform 9 3/4. Our organization had an amazing 2022. Our chapters continue to recruit new members, host professional development opportunities, and submit amazing articles to LOA's professional journal, The Exceptional Release. Loggies across the force found innovative ways to prioritize professional development and education, all while experiencing high ops tempo across multiple operations. We saw multiple chapters host professional education events looking into supply chain and warehousing operations with some of the biggest industry partners in the country, such as Amazon and Boeing. Allow me to highlight what a few of our chapters are up to, most notably perhaps the Pikes Peak chapter in Colorado Springs, formally changed their name to the Captain David L. Lyon chapter, honoring Captain Lyon, who made the ultimate sacrifice while deployed in Afghanistan after being fatally injured from an IED in 2013. Additionally, the First State chapter out of Dover has been crushing it over the last 10 months by conducting a DLA troop support visit, taking a lecture from special guests such as their maintenance deputy director, Mr. Bill Roop, a Pentagon tour, and engagement with the A-Force staff. And up next on their agenda are touring a FedEx automated distribution center and a visit to Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. The Lone Star chapter at Dias is looking to rejuvenate their chapter and are starting off strong. They visited a local Amazon distribution center and an air facility in Fort Worth to see their automation testing. Additionally, they're capitalizing on their diverse group of airlift and global strike logisticians, fostering a culture of collaboration, education, cross-sharing of information, so we expect big things from the big country. Finally, from the Crossroads chapter, there it is, there it is. I knew that was coming, Abby, I knew it, I knew it. They're excited to share that they were able to secure time with 2 professional staff members from the House Armed Services Committee, Subcommittee for Readiness. They spent an hour with the Crossroads chapter answering questions and having fantastic conversations about congressional law, the NDAA, the HASC outlook of the future fight with the associated challenges, compromises on the Hill, divestments and investment, quality of life initiatives, and how to advocate to their representatives. It is truly incredible what Log Nation is doing all over the world. At the national level, we are proud to have awarded more than $10,000 in scholarships this year, thanks in large part to our corporate donors and a former squadron commander this year. Let's give them all a round of applause. Additionally, just a few weeks ago at the Military Women's Memorial at Arlington National Cemetery, we dedicated and celebrated Major General Harris as the first female African-American Air Force logistician to have a portrait permanently installed on the Trailblazer display, forever cementing her legacy. I want to thank Lieutenant General Miller and Major General Hurry, who provided comments and joined Major General Harris's daughter, Tanisha, to unveil the panel at the dedication. I'm also thrilled to announce that we have Tanisha Harris in attendance here at LOA with us again this year. We're excited to share a more in-depth look at the celebration for her mother with all of you tomorrow. The events taking place this week are not possible without dedicated volunteers, your symposium planning team, who have spent countless hours and months preparing for this very moment. This year's team is led by three true professionals: Rob Campbell, the 2-1-A1, because we have a 2-1-R Rob Campbell, Brandy Scott, and Justin Reese, in partnership with Event Power. I would also like to recognize your Logistics Officer Association Executive Board, Vice President Jenna Fletcher, your Chief Financial Officer Carrie Kerner, Chief Information Officer Dara Hobbs, there it is, and Chief Operations Officer J.D. Duval. They will all be sharing the podium this week. And speaking of your executive board, we've done something a little different this year with the timing of our national elections. And as a result, I have the pleasure of announcing who the next LOA Vice President and Chief Information Officer will be. Allow me to be the first to congratulate Ms. Brandy Scott and Mr. Evan Hansen for their nominations and selection to serve on the executive board. We are so excited to have you both joining the team. An event of this magnitude would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. I'd like to extend a special thank you to this year's platinum sponsor, Boeing, our diamond sponsors, Lockheed Martin and Mass Virtual, our gold sponsors, GE Aerospace, IBM, Salesforce, ServiceNow, and Syscon, and our silver sponsor, Pratt & Whitney. And finally, if you're taking full advantage of the Symposium mobile app this week, that's sponsored by our great friends at Northrop Grumman. Now it's time for me to get off the stage because, because I know you guys are eager to hear from the senior leaders and industry partners. But before I go, I have one final announcement and a little surprise. I know many of you are already thinking ahead to 2024 and wondering where's LOA headed. Well, guess what? You're sitting in the auditorium that it's going to be at in 2024. So we're coming right back here next year. But the surprise is to announce that we will go to 4 full days of the symposium in 2024. So instead of 1 full day of LOA University, followed by 2.5 days of symposium content, your demand for more professional education each and every year has pushed us to 3 full days of symposium content. Now, please take advantage of everything LOA has in store for you this week. Make new connections, discover new technology, introduce yourself to more than 85 companies and organizations in the exhibit hall. Reveal the content that you will take back to your home and to your units. So let's get started.